Do you guys remember watching presidential speeches when you were a kid at all? Any early memories of that type of stuff?
I have none because I didn't have a TV when I was growing up. So I don't have any memories of any television speeches until I saw John F. Kennedy on television.
Radio? Did you guys listen to anything on the radio?
Yeah, we did, but I don't remember any of them speeches.
Yeah, I remember Eisenhower's speech in 1956. And also Kennedy's speech in 1960, and after he was elected, actually 61. In those days, he was trying to talk to and address the entire nation. I think speeches today are much more political, and they are geared toward a certain segment of the political stage.
I would agree with that. I think that's correct.
Have you guys ever given speeches yourself?
I gave one last night.
How'd it go?
Very well, thank you.
Did they stand up and clap?
They just sat and applauded. It was fine.
More respectful that way.
Exactly.
Okay, so you've got obviously some experience and maybe a little bit of technical expertise for speaking. Much has been made about President Obama's speaking abilities. Do you agree with him being most people lauding him, or how do you feel about that sort of thing outside of the politics of what he's saying?
Personally, I find it very disconcerting that he looks at the teleprompter all the time, and I feel like he's not talking to me at all, but to a television screen somewhere. So I don't feel like I'm being addressed or engaged personally. I don't know what.
Well, I more or less feel the same way, but I feel that maybe that's a reason that his speeches are weak. He's not forceful enough when he's talking, and therefore he has some difficulty on being impressive in his speech, even though I mostly agree with what he's saying. I feel that he lacks delivery.
And I don't see any of him in the speech. That's what concerns me, because when he was running, he seemed very genuine, very present, and very engaged. And now it's like someone is reading something, an actor reading a script, a bad actor, I'd say.
Any idea what you think the best speech you've ever seen is?
Oh yeah, I could say Kennedy's, John F. Kennedy's speech made the most impression upon me, because I was young enough to feel like I was being called to action. And it's not what you could do for your country, what you could do for your country, or that was all very meaningful to me. I felt very invited to help out.
I'll agree with that. I remember his speeches more. Especially, he made a speech about at the time of the Cuban crisis too, Cuban Missile Crisis,
that's right.
And that was very impressive.
Yeah.
So
Truman spoke well too. He was a good speaker. I didn't know. I was young, so I don't remember much.
How important are speeches anymore?
To me, they're not very meaningful, because I know that they're not personal. They're written by a team of speechwriters, so they are espousing a particular point of view. They're not meaningful to me.
I would agree with that, and also the fact that most of the information that we get on the computer, on the news. So, like you said before, by the time you hear the speech, you have already heard it before.
How long have you guys been married? You're very agreeable with her, I've noticed.
Yeah, 50 years next July.
I'm sensing what the secret might be. Some of the harmony.
That's one way that works.